We've heard that Germany and Europe have clear strengths, but we also heard the debate about speed, about priorities, about collaboration. So maybe just for a quick wrap up from the different perspectives of our partner organizations, what are the one or two key messages that you will take back, maybe also to your own work, and what was the most important message for you? Maybe Irene Berczek, you would like to start.
Okay, I can start. So one basic message was that basic research is still, there's an agreement that this is very important. It's the basis for new ideas for innovation. Still, we need to encourage more transition from research to application. But there was also mentioned that transfer can have many dimensions, yeah, so not any kind of transfer is the same. Academic spin-offs are drivers for disruptive innovation, and this is what we need now because we have to catch up. We have to get impulses for more growth. And still, we also need incremental innovation. Now, how can we strengthen the strengths and still have the different actors interacting with each other? This can be done via so-called technological ecosystems, as we see them developing, for instance, in Heilbronn. And this kind of ecosystem is funded by private investment. So one major issue is how can politics incentivize more private investment, for example, by public-private partnerships, and also how to get all these actors together. And for us, for EFI, my takeaway is that we have to take a closer look at these technological ecosystems, in particular for AI, and also to how to leverage that from a more regional level to a European level.
Thank you very much for this also summary of your panel, but also for the key messages for the Expert Commission for Research and Innovation, you are probably called. Bettina Rockenbach, you've discussed international collaboration, and also your organization is a very international one. So maybe you would like to let us know what are your key messages to take home with.
Yeah, maybe also start with some summary of what we for sure agreed on the panel. So times have changed in a way we wouldn't have maybe foreseen this, and in a way we also might not like it. So research collaboration is under pressure, first of all because of restrictions of academic freedom, and this is something which is really at the heart of Leopoldina, where we nationally and internationally raise our voices and try to intervene whenever we see that academic freedom is under challenge. This is point one. And the second point, as we also heard in the third panel, is security-related issues. And one prime driver of all this is U.S., the current political situation in the U.S., with all the different implementations of all of it, what is happening. And I think one clear message was there is no winner of this situation. Neither US is a winner, nor Germany or Europe will win out of this situation. And this was made clear. What is a maybe positive side effect is that Europe is getting together more closely and maybe concentrating on the important things. This might be a nice side effect. And also here in collaboration, I think Mark left now, with all the other European academies, we, as the National Academy, of course, also try to do the best. And the second point is security-related research, and there I already connect to the third panel of Georg and his panelists. And I think there the clear message is we want to stay as open as possible, as cooperative as possible in our international collaborations. But we see that there are some lines, and so, but as restricted as necessary. And this is an interaction between science and politics, but it's an interaction and it's not decided alone by politics. We want to be involved there very heavily.
Thank you, Bettina Rockenbach, for your summary of the day. Georg, yours is still very fresh, but please let us know what are your key take-home messages.
I have 3 observations. One is, we talked a lot about speed, and my message is, let's not underestimate speed. Why so? Because by the end of FP8, there was the Lamy report, and the Lamy report said Europe is terrific in basic research, but we fall short in terms of valorization. 7 years later, by the end, close to the end of FP9, we need to say Europe falls behind in basic research and we are still not good enough in valorization. And what does that mean when we talked about sovereignty and independence in the first panel? Speed leads to a situation where we become more and more dependent if we don't get our act together. So speed has become a quality in terms of technological change and research change, which is fundamental. And that leads me to my observation number 2. We had in the first panel a debate about focus on the strength and on the strength of a particular organization and the need for networking and collaboration. We cannot afford anymore this type of path dependency where everybody wants to do and wants to get funded for everything in order to then do more in a more speedy way. We will enter and need to enter a debate where we need focus and where not everybody can be part of the game anymore, because we need to focus strength, and focus strength means that mediocre research is out of the game and we have to live up to that. We don't do this. And that is my last observation. Change leads to the need of transformation, and we tend to focus on we are here, we want to continue to work as we did in the past in order to be there. But we do not invest enough energy to think about transformative processes, the drivers and the incentives for transformation, and how to best organize transformations. To make this more specific, universities need to change fundamentally. From the last panel, we learned that a solution focus is needed that comes in addition to curiosity, inspired research. But to come to solutions is difficult in universities where everybody is trained and the culture is that there is an open space for everybody. So to create this transformation to accommodate to the new needs requires new knowledge, new incentives, and we need to focus more on transformations.
Thank you, Georg Schütte, for your takeaways. I think this will also show that it will be an interesting discussion among our organizations, how we go forward, preparing the next year. Thank you to the 3 of you for facilitating the 3 panels. Please stay with me because we have 1.43 minutes, and I would like to take this time to thank everybody who was here today, to say thank you to all the panelists, but also especially to say thank you to the team behind everything that is not being recognized today, but has done a lot of work in it. And that's especially at Stifterverband, Eti, Antonova Baumann, Pascal Hetze, Bettina Gerhardt and Janos Burmeister, but it's also in your organizations, Ines Wellmann, Stefan Artmann und Helge Dauchert. And thank you also to the Falling Walls team. It was wonderful to be here this year and do the conference together with the Falling Walls Summit. I think it gave us a lot of inspiration both ways, and it was a wonderful opportunity to broaden the discussion from our summit. With this, I say thank you to all of you. I wish you will have a wonderful Falling Walls Summit the next 2 days. And yeah, that was it. That was the Summit for Research and Innovation 2025.
Thank you, Andrea.
Thank you.